Shout out to the Shake Squad. Naughty Gang, stand up. It's your boy Shake. And before we do anything, what is this? Is this just how it looks before the bars automatically fill based on the archetype you choose? Or do we actually have the opportunity to choose the attributes ourselves? And look closely, speed and speed with the ball was not in the same category last year. Does this mean that if I increase my speed with the ball is equal? If I get it into the high 80s or 90s, does this mean my man's gonna be dribbling fast? Like in 2K17, we have speed boosting slashers again? My playmaking slasher from 2K18 had a 99 speed, but definitely didn't feel like it because once the ball hit his hands, he was his average speed. Playmaking shot creators, they're not gonna go to the rim as much as a slasher with the same kind of speed as a slasher. I'm trying my hardest to make Russell Westbrook, and I ain't feel like he was fast enough. A playmaking shot creator got more ball handle than a play slasher, or at least he got faster speed with the ball. So I'm wondering about this. We gotta find out about this. So as promised, on to some more archetype news, starting with the playmakers. My man 2K Most Hated says, what is considered over dribbling? And Mike makes it pretty clear.
It's basically your stamina bar. Excessive sprinting and contact drain it fastest. Not necessarily the number of moves. You can still string several moves together and pull off nice combos. It's just harder if you're gassed. Also, some moves drain stamina faster than others. You can do a lot of standing size-ups before you get hit, but repeated step backs and hard launches will knock you down quick.
That doesn't even matter, because dribble gods are still gonna find a way. So just look for those dribble god videos. People still gonna be spamming, we still gonna be breaking ankles, it's gonna be crazy. Better make a two-way if you wanna stop a ball handler.
Fatigue plays a bigger role in 19. You'll have a significant advantage if you pick and choose your spots. Should be noticeably tougher to sprint all game long or ball hog.
In my opinion, that really depends on defense. Because if you got somebody on top of you, bumping you, you're gonna lose stamina way faster, be much harder to break ankles and get proper separation. Check this one out, this one's pretty huge to me.
Playmakers are the only ones who can put someone on their back with an ankle breaker. They also get boost to their shot after breaking someone off the dribble, and an extra dimer-like buff to their teammates.
This is a big deal. How many of you guys watched my 2K17 videos? I was snapping ankles and bricking the jumper. Where they do that at? You see people get ankles and they get buckets, or they get that swift assist. I'm happy to hear that for 2K19. That's a big update. My man Derek asked if we can still momentum behind the back.
Yes, and it no longer requires you to hold sprint.
What? Question, does it no longer require you to hold sprint to momentum dribble? Or does it no longer require you to hold sprint when you're doing the behind the back move in combination with the momentum dribble? I don't know. When I played the game to momentum dribble, you still had to hold sprint. This is weird. I can't wait to find out more about this. Another guy named Kai asked, what ball control do you need to have tier 2 dribbling? You need to have a 70 ball control. However, in order to momentum dribble, it's still an 86 ball control. And last but not least, this pertains to you dimers out there.
Our passing and catching team made a ton of improvements. Catch fumbles are basically gone. Easier to convert long passes to open guys. And a new catch collision system to help well-positioned defenders combat dump cheese.
Which just means guys getting rebounds and airing it out on every possession. This is great, man. There's so many fumbles and catches that flew out of bounds in 2K18. This is a welcome change. I don't expect centers to still be bombing the ball all the way up court every possession. I'm just sick and tired of my playmaker throwing the ball away from the half-court line when I have a guy wide open. All right, now on to the slashers. Kai with another question asking, what dunk rating do you need to get contact dunks? And there's been an update to dunk packages as of last night.
It will now be 84 for level 2 contacts and 85 for level 3. There's now a small dunk pack for point guard, shooting guard, small forwards that unlocks at 85. Bigs, power forward, and center still unlock standing contacts at 75 standing, 50 driving. The goal is to only have slashers/athletic finisher builds able to contact dunk. This isn't set in stone though.
Last year I had a 6'8 slashing playmaker. I love that archetype, but he couldn't get contact dunks. He could dunk through contact, but no actual contact dunk animations. So I wonder, can he at least get contact dunks when you have Takeover activated? That man was a triple-double waiting to happen every game. He was a beast. I had a lot of fun using him, but that was the one thing. He couldn't get contact dunk animations, and I kind of wanted to posterize people. Mike continues.
Slashers get a big boost when using Euro, Cradle, Hop Step, and Spin Lays, and boosted contact shots in Takeover. Dunkers unlock special contact dunks that no one else can get.
Nothing really special about that. Only slashers could get those special contact dunks last year anyway. Another guy asked if the athletic finisher takeover is the same as the slashers. Mike says,
mainly the same, but they can clear guys out in the paint for dunks, since it's tougher for them to beat guys off the dribble.
Now let's talk about the lockdown defenders.
Locks will be able to stonewall ball handlers more frequently than most other arcs. Rim protectors unlock grab blocks and other content. Both arcs can cancel offensive badges and takeover skills. They can also knock the ball free when colliding with receivers.
So once again, if you really want to stop ball handlers or even shut people down during takeover mode, make a two-way or make a pure lockdown. He also says that paint protectors get exclusive block content, snatch and grab blocks. And also, when I played the game, I saw something that was mighty close to a pin. And if they get hot and they're in takeover, they're gonna definitely shut down somebody else's takeover abilities. So lockdown takeover abilities consist of shot contest boosts, the ability to cut off dribblers and make them pick up the ball. You can cancel out offensive takeover skills, boosted steals, and the ability to bump the receiver and make the ball come loose. Big advantage in 50-50 ball animations, and just overall more aggressive content, less fouls as well. This one's pretty huge. I'll let Mike explain this one.
Alley-oops are more useful in 19 and easier to complete in general. Defensively, players do a better job at intercepting oop passes, so we were able to relax some of the throwaways that we need to have in there to balance them out.
Last night with my playmaker, I threw a lob to a slasher and he just completely missed the ball and we were on a fast break with no one else around. That happened way too often in 2K18. They're saying it's not going to happen as much. You're going to actually connect on lobs, but if you're a good defender and you're in the right position, you should be able to intercept the pass. And this last statement pertains to defense and stamina. The question was about abuse and people just spamming animations. Mike says that every archetype has some kind of mechanism that prevents abuse of their strengths. Slashers will degrade when they repeatedly take contact. Perimeter shooters will degrade when they have to work too hard to get an open shot. And then he says,
over dribbling for playmakers was just not accounted for very well till 19.
So it sounds like he's acknowledging the dribble cheese or the dribble spamming. They do kind of say that every year though, so I don't know. I leave it to the dribble guys to put those vids out and we'll figure it out regardless. So I don't know, I kind of have to see that to believe it. And last but not least, we're going to talk about glass cleaners. Mike says that in Takeover, they get a target on the floor where the ball is going to land. So when they're in Takeover, they're going to know exactly where the ball is going. Come to think of it, if you're a good rebounder, you kind of know where the ball's going anyway. They also get elbow clear outs after offensive or defensive rebounds. We've never seen this in a 2K game. The ability to swing your elbows like the bigs really do in real life, or keep your elbows high to discourage people from reaching, and potentially getting knocked out. That was on my wish list for years. I was asking for them to put that in since 2K15. Mike makes it very clear. Because of the rebound timing, boxing out is going to be a big deal this year. If you're being boxed out, you actually have the chance now to push the boxer towards the rim. And if you move the left stick to the left or the right, you can actually do a swim move and get around the guy that's boxing you out. He says it all depends on strength, weight, and box out skill. And of course, your hustle rebounding badge, and if you're in the takeover mode. And finally, this one is huge for me. He says that you can even disengage from being boxed out altogether. Just let go of the left trigger and move your left stick away from the guy that's trying to box you out, and you will disengage from that box out animation. Although a skilled boxer will still be harder to avoid, that's still huge to me. Raise your hand if you play small forward or you find yourself in the paint and you know the guy's gonna make the free throw and you just want to turn around and head down court, but you can't because you have to be stuck in that box out animation. So that's all the information for today's video. More 2K news has surfaced since I cut this video, so stay tuned for the next one for sure. As always, smack that like button to show your support, subscribe, turn on notifications. I got you. I'll see you in the next one.